Hello, this is for web assignment 2.0. First it says, describe your thoughts after watching the videos about how the internet has driven change and the lecture from Professor Wesh. What were your primary messages from the video lectures? Did you relate to those messages, and what implications do those messages have for you as future teachers? So the video from the professor went really fast. It was a long video, but it went really fast because everything seemed to evolve with the internet. To me, it seems like it evolved awfully quickly, and so much more is being learned. I decided to use Reddit as the place where I could go to bookmark my podcasts. And I'm a real big fan of TED Talks, so I actually watched a TED Talk, what sticky sea creatures can teach us about making glue. And I know that probably sounds like a really crazy title, but it really compared so much about how like oysters, they cement themselves together and make like a wall reef shelf, and it's more about the technology of, instead of people being sewn up and metal plates being put in them, how they're trying to create and evolve a glue compound of some sort to put into people that they can live with, that is much safer, less invasive, better for everyone. And I think that this kind of technology will be great in a classroom because it will give kids a wider variety, maybe an expansion into their minds and brains on what they would actually look for. I thought outside of the box when I punched in education, and the title just happened to catch me, and I thought, well, this should be interesting, because never would have I thought sea creatures would have anything to do with making glue. Number 2, describe the podcast you listen to. What ways does the Web 2.0 technology, podcasting, blogging, wikis can be used in the classroom? Well, just like I was just saying, the kids can think out of the box, the teacher can think out of the box, and there's so much you can Google, like almost, well, really anything, and find a solution somewhere. It may not be the solution you like, but you can find the solutions to almost anything. Should social media networking applications like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, etc. be allowed in P through 12 environment? Why or no, why not? Yes and no. I think that if they were to be used, they need to be monitored very closely, because there are certain ages that it is not appropriate to have that kind of stuff on for children to see. There are a lot of things on some of the social media sites that are inappropriate. I do know that you can like put age settings on those, but I still feel like sometimes people can lie and things get creeped on there that get missed. But that happens at home too, if parents are not watching their children and what their children are watching, and it could lead to some trouble. I don't think that if like a teacher was using it and they found something like on YouTube and YouTube videos that are educational, because there's a ton out there, or how-tos or whatever, those I think are great. Twitter can be good. I've seen some questionable things on Twitter that definitely children should not see. I'm also an Instagram and Facebook person, but not necessarily do I think they're great to be connected socially at home, in a classroom. Maybe if it was a closed group and it was just for that class and only they could do it and there was one person monitoring it, because you can do closed groups, that would be okay. I did the Reddit. Number 3 is which tool base. I use Reddit. I guess it's okay. I think you can find things. I think for me, I would probably rather save it to my favorites and make a list that way for me. It seems a little less complex, but I'm sure that if I had explored Reddit a little bit more, that there are advantages to using it and being able to Google more. Um, Other than that, I think that's about it. Have a great night.